What up, y'all? It's your boy, Everyone Produces. And in this video, I'm going to be doing a beginner tutorial on MPC 3.0 now that it is officially released. I've updated, you have updated. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. Yeah, let's get to it, man. We're going to go into the screen recording here, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about files real quick. I've got my SD card in my computer right now. It's named Tools. I'm in there. I have a folder called Beats One, and that has all my beat projects in there. This is how I organize them. When you go in there, I created a new folder called 3 Tutorial because I'm going to do the 3.0 tutorial with this. And then I already copied all my samples that I'm going to use for this tutorial into that folder. I have all these, the one shots for a free download from a pack from my website. And then I listed the links to the Splice loops I'm using as well, in case you guys want to use that stuff. Obviously, you can use your own stuff, but I found like this might be helpful. So then I'm going to just eject that, eject this tools, the SD card. I'm ejecting the SD card. And then I'm going to take that and insert that into my MPC One before I turn it on. Boom. So you got your SD card, right, with your samples on it, hopefully. You can Wi-Fi link Splice to your MPC, but I don't actually prefer to do that because it syncs your entire Splice library. That is just a little too much for me. So pop that SD card in, and we are going to turn the MPC on like it's the first time, like you just did that update. This is what's going to come up. All right. Welcome to MPC. It's exciting. We're excited. Next. Please connect your MPC to the internet. We know that. We're already on the latest software update. I always hit don't show again because I don't like my devices updating automatically. Also, it'll show you automatically, so I just hit don't show again. We'll go to let's go. Now it comes up to the demo screen. To get out of this, we're going to go to new project. It says new plugin instruments are available. I don't want you to show me again. All right. Now look, there's a couple of preferences we want to change just so it doesn't come up to a demo screen. And I actually don't want it to load the trap kit on default, even though these kits are pretty tight, but it's just, I like an empty project. You could do what you want, but if we want to change those defaults, you go to this top left, hit that, then you go into preferences. You go down, go to project load save. It's the third from the bottom. New project behavior. I go one to the left for empty project. You can also go one to the right and have user auto load project. If you pick a project you like. I like empty project. Then I go to new dialog. It goes demo. Once again, I like that to go off. You can also go to the right, have it go to recent, or have it go to demo template recent to have you pick one. That is your preference. Like I said, I go to off. That's how I like it. And then one more thing I like to do, I go to project defaults and a default tempo, just so you can get started a little faster. Now for me, I keep this tempo on 93 just for a starting point, just because I'm like a boom bap guy. I'm also a lot of things guy, but it's 93 BPM. Can we all agree? Let's just start there. It's a decent, reasonable BPM for us to be starting at. All right, now we fix that. We're going to go back into the main preferences menu or whatever, or the main project menu. Then I'm going to hit new project. All right, we're in an untitled project. Cool, we're in a new project. This is an empty project. There's nothing playing, as you can see. First thing I always do is I hit full level because I don't really like nuance when I play the pads. Most of the time, I keep full level on almost all the time. So, this track, which used to be called programs, basically. Now there's just tracks, as far as I could tell. But you still edit them with the program edit button, which is a little confusing. But if we want to add our samples in, like we would, you can go to Browse, or you can go up here and go to Browser and go to Sample Assign. So there's two ways to do that. We'll just hit Browse, and then it also has to record for recording a sample in. So that's pretty cool. So let's go to Browse, Sample Assign. If you hit this Sample Assign button one more time, it's going to go to this screen over here so that you can go to Places and go to your hard drive. And then I have the samples for this project loaded in Beats 1, 3 tutorial. And now I'm just going to add the kick here. So I'll hit the kick, this pad selected, I hit load. All right, now I'm going to load my snare. So I hit that pad, hit the snare, load. Now I'm going to do the same for clap. Hit that, clap, load. Oh, that was not the clap. All right, now that's already going to be loaded. All right, the closed hi-hat here. Now I'll do the open hi-hat here. Then I'll do a shaker right here. Then those are my drums. Just going to keep it simple for this video. I like to add my samples up top just to have them in the sample bank but away from my main drum program. So hit here. I have this song starter loop, which there's a link to if you want to use the same one for this. All right, load. Cool. You can always double tap stop. It'll stop the sample from playing. Then hit this one. I got a top loop, load. All right, everything's loaded. Let's go back to the main screen. I do like how it displays the whole sample here. That's kind of tight. Like, it's pretty dope. All right, so we've got it hit on a 2-bar sequence, 93 BPM. Yeah, before we do anything else, let's save this project because we wanted to save the samples to everything. So you would hit Shift and then Save button. The Shift button, if you're brand new to MPC 1, so the top buttons are white. That's when you just hit, that's what happens when you hit the button by itself. But if you hold the Shift and you hit the button, it does the option that is in black and red. I hope that makes sense. Go into Beats 1, into my 3 tutorial file. I'm going to name this Teaching, T-E-A-C-H-I-N-G. All right, do it. Save. Cool. Bet. Now we got that. Everything's saved. We're going to keep it fairly simple. So we're going to start with a quarter note shaker on these 2 bars. Follow along. 1, 2. All right, we have that. That is a beginning. All right, I'm going to name this shaker just so I know what it is. I like to have my tracks named as I go so that when I cycle through them, it's easy to see what they are. Additionally, I like to do every sound on a separate track. My drums, my snares, my samples, separate track so that when I do an audio mixdown, I can export the tracks separately, and then they're really easy for me to track out. See, I use a DAW, so that's where I do my final mixing of my beats. So that's just an option. You don't have to do it that way, but I do find it helps. So you just hold that, click the keyboard. I'm going to name this shaker. All right, because what's shaking, baby? Close that. Now, I want to make the hi-hat track. So I will hit this pencil here and I'm just going to go to duplicate track because I want all the samples that are in this track on the next track. Duplicate track, duplicating shaker to shaker 1. I know there's going to be hi-hats, so I'm going to hold this down and name it hi-hats. Close. Now here's my hi-hats. I like the hats, but I want this hat to choke this hat out, which I know that sounds violent, but all it means is like it'll stop the other one when it's done playing. Much like a real drummer would, you got your hi-hat opens, when it closes, it stops. So what I'm gonna do is hit Program Edit right here, and then go into Mute Group. So I have this pad selected, I go into Mute Group. Right now it's off. Turn it on, go right, I'm gonna go to 1, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with this, with the open hi-hat. So now that one, so check this out. All right, cool. Now we're gonna go back to the main thing, and we're gonna keep this beat real simple. You know, we're just gonna make something that's pretty cool and fun, but also very straightforward. So right now we're just doing 8th notes, 2 bars. See, now we got that 2-bar repeat. That's a good start for our shit, our stuff, our whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's a good start for our beat. Yeah. Cool. We got the hi-hats. Now I'm gonna once again duplicate this track because I want to make a snare track, and I'm gonna name this one. Can you guess the $1 million answer? I'm gonna name it Snare. I should have been fucking brand new there and said something else, but I didn't. So yo, all right, so it's a nice little poppy snare. All right. Cool. Bet. Here we are. Man, we are moving right along with this. And now let's copy this MF again. Duplicate track. Bet. This one. It automatically brings you to the new one. It's just called whatever it was with a 1. I like this. I am actually liking 3.0 so far. Hold this down. Here we go. We're naming that kick. Now, check it out. I'm going to record the kick, but I want some swing in the kick. You know, if I'm doing a 93 BPM, it's probably not going to be straightforward. I need some kick. So let's do that. Q link. We just hold it and then hit swing, and now it is the 2nd knob. You see how I hit swing there to put it on that? And yeah, so, and you can just turn it up. I'm gonna turn it up to 60. So I turned my swing up to 60 with this 2nd knob right here. Oh, a little trick I do. I don't know if you want to do this. Since I track everything on a separate track, I will still hit my snare phantom. I don't know if you know that trick. It's a good trick though, like pat. That way it just keeps your fingers working right. So let's do this. That is cool so far. I'm gonna once again hit shift and save to save our progress. I'm also gonna name this sequence. I just do that. I name the first one first. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make this sequence 8 bars long, but I want to duplicate the drums we have. So we have 2 bars of drums. We want it to be 8 bars of the same drums. So you would hit this pencil and you would go to double the length. So that made it 4 bars. And then if I hit that pencil and go to double length again, now we have 8 bars of drums. All right. So now I want to go in sample edit because we're gonna add our melody. This is gonna be tight. All right, sample edit. Let's go around and find it. Here we go. So it's on trim right now. We're gonna keep this real simple. Just go to chop. Now it's in chop mode. Go to regions, 16. Anyway, now shift, convert. So here we are. We got all our regions. It's 16 regions. You can adjust them, whatever. This is a perfect loop. So 16 is fine. Go to shift, convert, new drum track using slices. That's going to create a brand new track with this on it. So hit do it. Go back to main. See? All right, and now, so now we have all that, right? We have all that. You're like, bro, the loop is 90 BPM and your shit's at 93. But that's why I have the chops. And I actually like speeding up the loops a little bit in the chops because it gives it swing. Anyway, let's just record it and we'll just go straight through 8 bars. Like I said, we're going to keep it really simple for this. We have a beat, like that's a beat right there. Okay, now let's see, let's go into a little side note. We have all this. This is why I do everything on separate tracks. Say a sound is a little loud to me. We're playing this, hit your track mix button. It's right here above this knob. Now we can turn that shaker down just by having it highlighted and using this. I actually really like 3.0. This is dope. I can tell I'm gonna love this, man. And then you have all your effects and synths here. This is fucking lit, y'all. Turn that hi-hat down a little bit. Okay. Haha. Yo, I'm fucking loving this 3.0 shit, man. This is great. Now we're going to go into sample edit again, just because I want to chop up that tops loop. So here we go. We have the tops loop. One thing, what just happened, I came in here and it's on chop mode, right? I'm gonna want to trim this loop. It's a little longer than I want it, but the thing is, when I played it, it added 1 chop. See how that turned to number 1? It's pretty annoying. So you hit undo 1 time, because otherwise you won't be able to use the discard function. I hit undo, I go to trim. Now I want it to be right there. So I bring it in here. I'm just chopping this to two bars. Yeah, just keeping it real short. I didn't have to do that, but I just want to show you guys the process. So then we hit process. Discard is already, you can go to function. There's a lot of different choices here. Discard will take everything on the outside of what you have selected and get rid of it. So that's what I want. So do it. Now, if I zoom out, so it's just that. Now it's that. So I'm gonna go to regions. And then since this is 16th notes, I want it to be just, I want it 16. All right, cool. So once again, shift, convert. New drum track using slices. Boom, let's do it. This workflow is fucking dope. This is, all right, I'm not a hater. I'm a lover. Okay, here all that has that clip. You can actually, now, you can chop that right here. That is fucking lit. You can zoom in right there and chop your slice right there. That is fucking brilliant. Let's do it with all of them. That is brilliant. Yo, this is tight. All right, so, and honestly, this is maybe a little busier than I would normally do, but man, you know, we're making a beat. I'm trying to show the process. So yeah, all right, let's record some stuff. All right. Now I'm going to go to program edit real quick and play around with the pitch of all these chops while they're in the song and just see if I pull it up or down, if it changes. Like, it will change the swing of it some. See if we can make it really sound fire. So I pulled that global pitch down -6, and then that made it like instead of like, you know. So now it's got some more of that pimp shit. I like that. All right. Now we're gonna save the whole thing. And then while it's saving, let me take a sip of beverage. I had to wet my whistle. Now I want to use a plugin and play the bass. Just so we figure out, you know, for the sake of this. Also, they got all those Native Instruments plugins now that work for this, which I haven't used yet because your boy ain't trying to spend no bread at this moment in time. Got to do family and shit. But it's pretty exciting. And I's got some good stuff. All right, so we're going to go to new track, plugin, Bassline. Oh, goddamn. Okay, so I tried to load Bassline and it crashed that. I do not love that. Load last project. Luckily, I saved. Fuck, man. Are y'all with me? Did y'all see that? Akai, did you see that? That was not dope. Let's try it again and see what happens. New track. Plug in. Let's go to Bassline. Okay. All right, so I have this on Bassline. I have it on Fat Sign. Go in here. But you know what? This is going to be a good hack, and I know it will be. Let's go to sample edit. The thing is, those Splice samples tell you what key they're in. So it's in C minor. So we got Fat Sign, Bassline. We go here and go to C minor. C natural minor. Oh, notes. Yeah, you just leave it in notes, scale, octave, C natural minor. gonna keep it simple. We're just gonna do that. Let's just do that. What do you say? Just so we have a beat, you know? I actually like that note better. So I just stopped and I hit undo. Then we'll floor a little flourish that. You find out, right? Let's hear it. Go to track mix. I wonder if you can select more than one at once. Oh, I actually like that. That's cool. I'm gonna bring all the main samples, everything down 2 more decibels. So that's at 6. I'm gonna go down to 8. 2, 1.55, 3.55, down to just so that bass line can stand out a little more. Alright, I like that. That's kind of hot, though. And then, so we got our beat. We got it kind of mixed, man. Like, that's pretty good. I'm gonna go to the track mute, like the old school one, you know what I mean? Oh, also, before I do that, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna rename this Bassline. So then it's real easy to see what I'm working with, you know what I mean? And then this one is my tops. And then this I'm gonna name piano. And that way when I rename these things, that makes it real easy for when we go to track mute, which I like to kind of play around with the whole shit like this. That makes it real easy to see what we're working with. So say we want to start it out. Let's just, for the sake of fun, let's just start it out. You know what I mean? Come on. MC number 1, my name is Fi. When I'm fucking up the jam, I feel so fly. They can't be who I am. They try and try. One by one, they step up, then step aside. Come on. Hey, there you have it, y'all. yeah, I hope this is a really useful tutorial for you guys. I'm gonna try to get it uploaded like immediately. I hope y'all learned something, man. I sure did. So far, I am really liking 3.0. It's different for sure. It is different, but I think it don't take too much getting used to, and I can tell it's way more powerful, you know? And then I think with those legit NI plugins coming in, I think those are going to be real dope to use. So overall, my thoughts are embrace the change, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's just keep getting after it, you know? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Whatever. Everybody says that shit. Should have reminded y'all to do it halfway through the damn video, but I forgot. Anyway, you know what? Let's be out, baby. I produce, you produce, everyone produces. Let's get better.
Everyone produces.